Hey y'all. Let me turn this off. I wonder if it shows us. Oh yeah, here we go. Hey, if you here, just say hey. Let us know you here. We trying out a new platform, and yeah. So if you are here, drop a comment so we can see. You're probably last time I put it up on YouTube. So I'm Donique. This is
Terrell.
and we are 2 of the 5 of the Black Family Experience here in Merida, Mexico. And today we are going to answer some questions since it's a live Q&A, of course. And then we're also going to just talk about how much things cost. Like, people been talking about the cash money lately, like how much the price of things are increasing, but also the difference in prices in between here and the US. So we're going to give people time to come in. So if you come in, just say hey and drop a question.
Okay, so I see how it works.
Okay. My hat looks dusty on the camera. Okay. Don't forget it's gonna echo if you do that. Okay, you want to go ahead and start? Hey, if you coming in, that's probably you. If you coming in, drop a question. Let us know you here. Say hey, what's up? We just giving it a little time to let people come in. How's your week been? We had a long week of good things though, like very successful week.
Yeah. And also, whenever you watch this on the replay, if you don't catch the live, comment the best day for us to do these, so we can have a live interaction. I know Sunday like it was a little better, but
yeah,
we're just figuring stuff out, trying to be consistent.
Yeah, so let me go ahead and share this live on my Facebook right quick and Instagram. If you don't follow us on Instagram, go ahead and follow us on Instagram at the Black Family Experience. You know what? I should have put that on there.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
What's going on? We had somebody drop in. How do you see who dropped in now?
Black. I'm just typing the Instagram name so you can follow us.
That wrong. I'm joking.
Yeah, you had to look at it to see. So yeah, if you don't already, you can follow us on Instagram. If you haven't already, people know you hit us up on Instagram. I'm gonna reply to you, answer your questions, and I'm gonna reply to you and answer your questions and help out, however I can. And if I don't know something, best believe I'm gonna say I don't know. Even on these lives, if we don't know something, we're not gonna give you false information or make something up. We're just gonna say we don't know, or tell you another YouTuber that does know. Again, I'm about to share this on my Facebook right quick.
So we'll wait like 1 or 2 more minutes, and then we'll start talking. Like I said, if you catch it on the playback, it's all good. Same.
Oh yeah. Hopefully on the playback we are able to. Let me let this down a little bit. we are able to you know,
Edit.
chop this off while we waiting on everybody to come in. Let's see. Yeah, last week's live though, really good. We enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Again, we're gonna continue to do live videos every week. Let me see.
So this is your opportunity to ask us questions like we said. If we don't know the answer, we'll point you in the right direction. Or if you have a specific question, you can hit us up in the DM, and then Danica respond and answer your questions or whatever. So I wish you, to be honest, I wish you had something like this before we moved here.
Yeah.
It would have helped out a lot. So just trying to look out. All right. Somebody.
Okay. All right. So now that we dropped the links, to let people know we are live. If you have any questions at all, just drop them below and we will answer them as they show up. Let us know you here. Are you already in Merida? Are you thinking about coming soon? When are you coming? So today we're just going to talk about how much does stuff really cost? Like, how much do it really cost? Like, for real. And as we said before, like, it really just depends. It depends on where you live in Mexico, and if you are coming to Merida, what part of the city you staying in, what's your budget, what's your comfort level. Like, it depends on a lot of things, but ultimately it's good to have like a general idea, because like if you go wherever you from, like one city to one city, you can pretty much get a feel. Like if we was dropping Mexico City prices, you'd be like, okay, maybe that's not for me. So you can kind of get a feel for like the price range.
Yeah.
What you think?
I agree. Ready to get into these
Okay.
prices.
So the first thing, this is in no particular order. The first thing we're going to talk about is, the gas. I was surprised. What you about to say?
No, go ahead.
I was surprised at how they even refill the gas here. Like, it's literally like going to the gas station, but they come to you. So you either text a WhatsApp number, depends on who your supplier is. And a lot of things here, you have the option, like, who do you want to go with? You can shop around. I don't know how many gas companies there are here, but our landlord pretty much gave us the person or the company that they use already. So I just sent them a WhatsApp and they replied back with all the information. And they said they was coming out like the same day, and I was surprised at that.
Yeah.
So you remember the process?
Yeah, it was literally just sending it. So we woke up. I was like, man, I'm about to cook me some eggs. Psych. I went to go turn the stove on and it didn't work. So we had to, like, man, what's going on? Because we're not used to dealing with gas. So then we called the landlord or the person that we were renting the house from, and they put it in motion. So it was pretty fast.
Yeah. So when they got here, they basically, so hey y'all, everybody that's popping in, we're just talking about the gas process of refilling your tank and how much it costs. So it depends on how big your tank is. When we were looking at houses, we saw some smaller tanks, and I think the person who was showing us the house said it cost like 600 pesos to fill that tank, but it was a really small tank, like on the side of a house. Our tank is on the top of our house, and when they come, so the gas truck comes, when you call them, they literally ask you, how much do you want to put in, or do you want to fill up?
It's just
or
like
whatever.
Like you said, it's just like
going to the gas station.
Like, man, let me get two pesos on.
Yeah.
However much.
And you can ask that. You can ask your landlord, like, how much does it normally take to fill up the gas? And for us, they told us that it's about 3,000 pesos. And 3,000 pesos is like 150 USD. So that's how much it costs to fill it up. And they said it lasts about 3 months if you fill it up. Now, we were surprised by that. We was like, 3 months? 3,000 pesos, 150 USD. I don't know what I was expecting because with our first place, it was included. So we didn't know. So I was shocked at that amount. But they got a ladder. They went on top of the what's the gas?
The gas is for like the stove, the hot water heater.
And if you have a dryer, like a washer and dryer, I saw somebody say that it's most likely powered by the gas because electricity is so expensive. So if you have a dryer, your gas would power that as well.
Yeah.
But what was I saying?
You were saying what were you saying?
I don't know. But so they got the ladder, went on top of the house, and
how you were surprised how long it lasted, the gas?
Yeah, like 3 months. I don't know. I just wasn't expecting that. You know, in the U.S., there is no certain amount. They literally just fill up not fill it up. They send you a bill, you pay your gas, and that's it. So they come here, they get the ladder, they go on top of the house, and I think last time we might have did like 2,000 pesos or something just to see, and they'll write it down for you, and I think it was like 60% full or something at that point, but they'll tell you like how much it was and give you the receipt literally like you at a gas station. So so for us to fill up the gas, 3,000 pesos, but every 3 months. So y'all not out there taking cold showers? No.
The water comes out hot anyway whenever it's hot outside.
Oh, that's true too. The water will come out lukewarm when it's really hot outside because the water tanks or whatever are like at the top of the house. But no, we are not taking cold showers. But there are some places where the water might get hot for like 30 seconds to a minute, and then it goes cold.
And that's something to check too whenever you're looking at a spot to live in. Like check to make sure that the water gets hot. If you care about that, you might not care about the water getting hot.
I mean, you know, some people like it's already hot. I don't want to take a hot bath. Me, I like my hot bath, so I'm gonna need that. So so when you are looking at properties, that is something to check. Turn on the hot water, let it run, not just for like 30 seconds, like a minute. Just say, hey, I want to let this water run while I finish looking at the room, and then go back and check the temperature to see if the hot water actually lasts. Like that's very important because I was really mad in our first Airbnb here when I could not take my hot showers for like over a minute.
Yeah. And so basically for us, and we have a pretty big tank, it lasts 3 months. The cost is $150. So that depends on how much you use gas, depends on you kind of.
Yeah. So how much you cook.
When
we had a chef come in twice a week, he would cook 2 meals. We noticed the gas went out really fast. Like compared to then to now, like we've been using the gas for like a few months with no problems. But that consistency,
just make sure you pick the right place that has hot water.
So everything is super on demand. The gas, yes, the water, the pool maintenance, the gardening. Literally, everybody is there. The doctor is here. All you gotta do is pull out your WhatsApp. Well, after you make your first doctor's visit, then you can message the doctor unlimited times. You really don't even have to go back again, honestly. And they'll WhatsApp you whatever you need in the future.
All right. So that's gas.
And for a whole year, though, it adds up. If you have a big tank like us, that's like $600 a year.
Yeah.
You know, so that's something to factor in and think about. If you have a larger house with a big tank, that's something to think about. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing is the water.
So the water is just like in the States. You pay the bill every. Is it 2 or 3?
2 different types of water.
Okay. What water were you thinking about?
That one. Then we can talk about
so the first water that we're going to talk about is the water that actually, like the city water, the city utility water, the water that runs to the house. We pay that bill every 2 or 3 months?
Like
we only pay it.
We only got one in like 6 months, so I don't even know.
But
how long?
The water bill, the first one that we paid, which was 2 months ago,
like $10.
It was like $10 for, I want to say.
No, go ahead, because I got something to say.
I want to say like 3 months. So it was how much is $10? Let me convert it.
200
It's 200
pesos. About
pesos.
200 pesos.
200 some pesos.
And so somehow when he went to go pay the water bill, he paid the bill. Something wasn't on there. Maybe they miscalculated. They sent us a bill for 2 pesos. I'm like, for 2 pesos, it cost y'all that to have somebody deliver this, print it out, but I had to go pay the 2 pesos at the office. And yeah.
Oh no. So yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, okay. But how much did we pay the chef? It was, now granted, every chef is different. I've seen different rates, but it all depends on, what your chef can do. The chef we had could cook different meals, different cuisines, whatever it's called. So he charged 750 pesos to make 2 meals. So 750 plus the cost of the food. So not bad at all. Like basically it equaled out to like $25 per meal for a family of 5 though.
Greek kids to be eating.
Yeah. And we was eating it all.
So that's the first water, the water that actually runs to the house. So we pay about $10 every couple of months. Now, of course, we said it in previous videos, you can't drink the water. So we also have to get water that we cook with and drink. And you can tell them about that water.
So that's the same thing. So with that one, I don't even know the number to call them, y'all. All I know is that every Thursday, sometimes like every other Thursday, I just know it's on a Thursday. Before Thursday, we can sit the water jugs, the empty ones, out by the gate, and they'll stop, or sometimes they'll blow. So that's how we do the water exchange. They come, get the empty ones, and then we pay like what, 30 pesos per.
Yeah. Once you
per 50, it's like a 15-gallon.
It's
I think it's a 15-gallon.
Yeah, something like that.
Hey Dana. But so yeah, it's like 30 pesos. We use the brand Epura. That's the water that we love. Oh yeah, that's the brand right there.
Free advertising.
That's the brand, but it's in the big like 15-gallon. I think it's 15-gallon water jug. So we use that brand. And if you don't have, like when you first starting off, when you first move here and you don't have a jug, you can pay. It depends on which company, but let's just say 20 or 30 pesos to get like your first bottle with a jug and the fill is what they call it. And after that, you just pay for the refills. But again, every week they come in like clockwork, or if you want to message them, if you need it more frequently. But we keep about 5 or 6 of them on hand at one time so we don't run out.
On deck. And in some neighborhoods, most neighborhoods, they have the refilling station too that you can go to and refill.
That's
your
an
water,
option.
Your water jugs.
Never did that, but I've seen that. That's an option. Or so one time when we first moved here, Terrell came in with this water. I'm like, where you get this water from? Like the jug was leaking. It looked a little dirty. I'm like, Terrell, he was like, I don't know, but a water truck.
We had a bootleg
passed by, and I was like, boy, don't ever. So I don't know, but there are some people that go to the stations, refill the jugs, and they do their own delivery.
It was a startup company. They were starting up.
He refilled that jug because I was like, what is this? So yeah. So just be aware of that too. That you will have like the local companies, I don't know, or people that come around with the water jugs.
Everybody hustling, man.
But okay, so to end that, for a complete new set with a jug and a water, it's going to be about 60 pesos, which is about 3 USD. And when you need a refill, that's about 30 pesos, which is about $1.50. But that's for like 15-gallon, like the big ones. What are they called? I don't know. Anyways, so the next thing, what do you want to talk about? The phones?
We can go to stay to the house electricity.
Okay. Electricity. Go.
So I think we've only paid one other. We paid 2 electricity bills
here, but
here.
total we paid
Oh yeah,
like
we paid a few on,
yeah.
but recently in the house that we're staying in now, we paid 2 electricity bills. The first electricity bill that we paid was kind of a shocker. How much was the first?
Mm-hmm.
It
Like
was like
six thousand
6,000 pesos, which
or
is
8,000.
it was like 6,000 and some change,
Mm-hmm.
which
Which is like 300 and something USD.
and that was for 3 months. Is it 2 months?
Yeah.
2 months.
2
Sorry,
months.
sorry.
So yeah,
So it was for 2 months.
that was a shocker because we weren't even using the AC. That was like October, November, December. So October through December bill cycle when it's like the coolest. And we knew about, how the electricity works. And this is like something to understand too. Like during the summer months, I think it starts in April.
Yeah.
That's when it switches and the amount per kilowatt goes down. So where you think your electricity bill would be higher during the summertime, it's actually lower because it just costs more to run it during the cooler months. And I wasn't acclimated at all.
So we had the ACs going on in all the rooms, man.
Kicking it. And when that bill came, we went to Amazon and bought fans for like every room, and that really helped out because the next bill ended up being like
It was like
3,000.
We rounded up to 3,000 pesos.
Like 3,000 pesos.
It got cut in half.
Yeah. So that's 150 USD, but that's for 2 months. So don't forget, every time you see an electricity bill, like even in a group, if somebody's talking about, how much they pay for their electricity bill, don't think it's for 1 month. It's actually for 2 months. So $75 for our house, and we have a pretty large house. Like that's not bad at all. I'm waiting to see what this next bill gonna be like though, because I've been running AC every night, all night, like 12 hours. Who knows? But anyways, so yeah. But when we stayed in a smaller place, the electricity bill was like 1,000 to 2,000 pesos every 2 months. So that kind of spoiled us. So we was like, and we used to run the AC every day,
every room,
all day, like 6 ACs. So
I think it even got froze a few times. That's how much we ran that thing.
Yeah, so we got spoiled with that. But again, a larger volume, like extra space, high ceilings, then you're gonna pay more. It's harder to cool it off. So for us, a smaller house costs us about 1,000 to 2,000 pesos. Let's just say 2,000 pesos every 2 months, which is $100. So $50 a month. For a larger house, we're just gonna say it costs like 4,000 pesos. I think that's a good average, which is $200, $100 a month, and that's still cheaper than what we was paying in the U.S.
Depending on, like I said, mainly your AC usage. How much are you using your ACs?
Yeah, if you get a fan, just get a fan.
Yeah, the fan helped out for sure.
It helped out a lot. The next thing we have on the list is rent. So the cost of rent. It's kind of hard, to say the cost of rent because again, it depends on where you living at. In Mexico, where you living at in Merida, if you come into Merida, what type of lifestyle you choose to live. It's a whole bunch of factors in that. But last time we was telling y'all when we first moved here how we had our like our little stash house. Where we was traveling a lot, but we just had, like an apartment to come back to. And that was like 17,000 pesos a month, which is like $800, 800 USD at the time, because the peso is going different, a month. So about $800 a month is what we were paying. Is that right? I feel like
you're right. We were paying like I'll say 750 to 800.
I feel like I'm saying the wrong conversion. Hold on. I'm gonna look to see.
Like 17, I think.
It was like 17. Yeah, so that's right. So yeah, like $800 a month is what we were paying for a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom apartment that included a washer and dryer, a gym, and it was near like all the malls, like basically near everything that we wanted. We could pretty much walk to anything we wanted to walk to. So it was very convenient. $800 a month. I know that there are some houses and some people that's paying like $3,000 a month for a house or $2,000 a month for a house. It all just depends on your lifestyle and what you're looking for.
Then I know some people paying like $400-$500 a
That's true
month. So
too. And I think the biggest thing, like even for us, we had to realize, like, since we're a big family, we need our space. I don't want to come back and feel like everybody is like on top of each other. Like I cherish the space. So it all depends on what you're really looking for. Oh, and that apartment, it didn't have a pool. We needed a pool. Okay. Any questions, y'all? Before we keep going, do y'all have any questions at all? Let us know so we can answer them before we keep going. I got a feeling this platform is different from YouTube. I mean, not different, but like the whole thing. Let me see. No questions?
all right, the next thing we're gonna talk about are cell phones. Like how much does a cell phone plan cost in Mexico? Mexico. So
Can you find organic produce? Yep. Like pretty well, I ain't gonna say everywhere, but I see it a lot in like not a lot. Let me take that back. I see it. I've seen organic produce, like small things, not a lot. I'm pretty sure they have like a place that offers a lot of organic produce, but the places I shop like Chedraui, Walmart, Costco, the small fruterias, those places I might see like a small section of organic produce. But one thing I have noticed with the organic produce here is like they for real. It ain't like the U. I feel like the US be faking they organic because when you buy organic here, you better eat it in like anything here, honestly. But with organic, you better eat it in like a day or two, or it's gonna be gone. It's gonna have mold on it. It's gonna be a wrap. Like they really didn't use no pesticides, no nothing. And I feel like that's a waste of money. So I stopped buying organic stuff. And it could be my storage habits, my storing habit. It could be different things, but all I know is it don't work for me. How did you find the house we're in now? We use Facebook Marketplace. It was interesting. It was an interesting process. It was easy though. Like it was literally like going on there at the time. It was October. We started like September, but September, October, it was like the month where I guess a lot of people like coming in looking for houses. Number one, things were a little bit more expensive, but number two, it was a lot of houses available. Like we looked at a lot of houses.
so if you come in October, like you were saying, like that's the period whenever the snowbirds come down from other places. Like a lot of expats come
and
down.
Canadians and stuff. Excuse me. So, but we use Facebook Marketplace
You remember the name of the other sites that are available?
to look.
Yeah.
I can look it up.
So we use Facebook Marketplace to answer your question, but some other sites to look at. We're gonna look it up real quick on the spot.
So I just search whenever I want to look for like houses just online. Casa Renta Merida. So let me type that. Can y'all see it?
I can see
Oh, okay. So Casa Renta Merida, I use that. I look it up because if you searching for houses for rent in Merida, like you might get some results, but you get more results if you search in Spanish, just so you know. And one of them is Inmuebles 20. Let me just type, y'all. I'm gonna type. I looked at this one before.
that's a good one.
Yeah, this is a really good one. And if anybody else have any sites they've used, if you're on here, then drop those too. I haven't used this particular place that I'm gonna type next, but I have seen that they have nice places. become premier. Okay. So those are just two links that you can use to look for houses. And again, we found our house with Facebook Marketplace. We found our car with Facebook Marketplace. So I'm a Facebook Marketplace lover. I will say that it takes a little maneuvering to like
Google Translate.
Yeah, like text people in Spanish and whatever, making sure they don't realize you really, not about that life, about that Spanish life if you not before and change the prices or do different things on you. But it worked out for me. I suggest Facebook Marketplace. Yeah. But back to the phones. So for our phones, you all brought or rent your car. We bought our car, but you can talk. I'm just talking.
Oh, no, go ahead.
You want to talk?
I'll talk. But I mean, it's all good. It's good information.
Okay.
If you say it, I say it. But no, we rented a car for a little bit, so we know that experience. And also, 2 months ago, well, time was flying. Maybe like 3 months ago, we brought a car.
What else? 5 months.
That was 5 months ago.
It was a long time ago.
5 months ago. Time flies when you're having fun. But 5 months ago, we brought a car. Like Nanique said, we used Facebook Marketplace to find it.
But I was gonna say for the first 6 months, we used Uber, Didi, InDriver, those three services, whoever was available. And then after that, we rented a car for like a month and a half or something like that. And once we rented that car,
man,
it was a wrap. We was like, when we come back from the US, we get in the car because we couldn't go back to like, waiting on Ubers and Ubers canceling, all that after just having the freedom. And we got to discover a lot of stuff, being able to drive on our own and not relying on the driver, Uber. But don't get it twisted. Uber is bad, Didi, it's all right. And InDriver is bad. So you'll get around. Don't think that you need a car to make it here. You don't need a car. Where the Spanish classes everywhere you go.
Some people have teachers come to their house. There's a few of them like around the city that you can sign up for like an actual course. And then I know some people, they do it virtually, like people come on Zoom and do it like that. So,
but the real answer is we don't know like actual links and stuff because we haven't taken a Spanish class. I pretty much just built off my high school Spanish and like I do really good now after a year and a half, but we didn't take an official class, but we want to.
That's a goal though, to take a Spanish class.
So when we find one that we actually like or an instructor, we would definitely share that with y'all. Okay. About the phone. So you want to tell them what you want me to tell them?
So for the phones, we have AT&T Mexico. And for a year, how much do you think we pay? And we have 2 lines, unlimited calls, text, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Uber. Am I missing anything?
And TikTok.
And TikTok, but I'm not really a TikToker. Are all included in the data package. And then we get, 10?
No, we get a lot of gigs.
Like 20
because we end up getting like when we signed up, it was like a
doubled
deal.
It. Yeah, it was
so we get
promotion.
Like 16.
We get 16
gigs of internet.
Gigs of data every month. We haven't went over since.
Or had a message or anything.
But man, make sure if you have a US plan or whatever prepaid, make sure that you have enough minutes because once you get out here, you don't have data.
Oh yeah.
You're pretty much you're stuck.
So let's talk about that before we talk about like the price. So if you have a US plan, so we came here the first time we visited, we had Verizon. And Verizon was like you get a half a gig per day. After that, it slowed down. But it slowed down so much, it's like you can't use it. You can't get an
Uber, you have to go back inside to a restaurant and try to get Wi-Fi. Hey, what's your Wi-Fi? To even get an Uber to get a ride to wherever you're going.
Yeah, I think somebody told me they have an international plan where you can pay a certain amount per month and like take advantage of like doing unlimited everything everywhere you go. So that's something to look into that they didn't have like almost 2 years ago. But now we have T-Mobile, and
T-Mobile in the States. So we have the dual SIM card. So we keep the T-Mobile in the States and the AT&T in Mexico. What up, Gigi?
Well, we only honestly keep the T-Mobile in the U.S. for the phone number, because like if you need to get in your bank account or you need to get a confirmation code or whatever business you need to handle in the U.S., you still need a U.S. number. So that's the only reason why we kept it. And we know that there's like other options, but we just decided to just be comfortable, whatever. Like we'll research it when it's time, but right now it's working for us. And for like 4 lines on T-Mobile, we only pay like $60 a month, so it's really not that bad. And so for our AT&T plan for Mexico, it was $200 a year, like for the whole year, and that included everything Terrell said: the unlimited Instagram, Facebook, Uber, and then the 16 gigs and unlimited call, text, and WhatsApp. So that's really nice that like I know that no matter what, even if I did go over my 16 gigs, I'm still gonna be able to get an Uber if I'm stuck somewhere. I'm still gonna be able to WhatsApp somebody. So that was the scariest thing to me when I only had T-Mobile before we got AT&T plan. I was out somewhere by myself, and I was like, oh my God, I ran over my gigs or whatever they give me. And it slowed down so much I could not get an Uber. And I was like at a store, like not somewhere that had Wi-Fi. So I was like calling Terrell, like, order me an Uber. Like I don't know what to do. So yeah, you don't want to end up in that situation.
And also, if you do have the AT&T, you can call to the States. Like literally, I use that to call home because my T-Mobile is always dropping calls. So I use this to call home to my mama.
But don't forget, in order to get a line here, your phone has to be unlocked. It has to be unlocked. If you haven't paid it off, or some places you don't even have to pay off your phone for it to be unlocked. Some companies, I think Verizon might be one, like after like 60 days or 90 days of having your plan and phone, they automatically unlock your phone. But just check to make sure your phone is unlocked if you are interested in getting a AT&T plan. And the way to do that, having one phone, our T-Mobile plan is on an eSIM, and our AT&T plan is a SIM card, but that's only because when we travel and we want to use another SIM card, we can just take out the Mexican plan and put in like a local plan for another place, which we just did for like Guatemala when we went to Guatemala, and that was perfect.
All right. Fernando. Yeah, Fernando said, what's the deal with the school? So with the school, we homeschool our kids with the school in the States. So it's like a private school in the States, and we just use that to do it online. It's pre-recorded, and they just follow the daily plans. That's how we do it. Next year, we're looking into possibly sending them to a face-to-face school here in Mexico. So they had maybe they have Montessori's, they have dual language schools. So that's an option. But we just use the option in the States because it gives us flexibility. So we're not stuck to like a school schedule or anything like that. If we want to roll out, we can roll out. Just the only thing we need is a phone and the books, and we're good to go.
Good, yeah. In August, time is winding down. Do you understand? For walkability here, you can pretty much. Well, where you trying to walk to? Like the grocery store and stuff, or just like walking to a mall? If you like in the Montes, any of the Montes, you can pretty much walk. But I think that you have to come here and see, because some people might say Central, but like, how's your walking? What kind of shoes do you like to wear? Do you have a stroller? I mean, it might not be walkable to like you in that situation because the sidewalks are like, you basically have to walk and look down so you don't fall. So it just depends on what you're looking for.
But I would say
there are areas that's walkable.
A lot of it's walkable.
we literally everywhere we've been and stayed, from Airbnbs to like houses to hotels, and this is all in the North Day, let me just say that. We've been able to walk, even in Central. We stayed in Central before.
Central
We've been
walkable
able
for
to
sure.
walk anywhere we want to walk. It's about, do you want to walk when it's hot? That's the only
Walk when it's
thing.
hot.
Okay, the car. So we already said we got our car from Facebook Marketplace, and I'm gonna. So first of all, that process is so tedious. Like, you have to message so many people and ask so many questions. What are the maps? Number one question to always ask is, has it been in a wreck, and is it registered in your name? Those are like the two main questions, because you don't even want to go see a car if it's been in a wreck, or maybe you do, but we didn't. And if it wasn't in their name, which that wasn't a question we thought to ask until we ended up in a situation with a car that we really liked, and the guy was like, well,
Paperwork went.
it's not in my name, it's somebody else's name. But after now learning more, it really doesn't have to be in their name, but it just makes us feel comfortable if we're gonna pay somebody like all of that money, like that is in their name and they have the right to sign it over. Because you don't want to end up in a situation when you go to register in your name and like there's a problem, or I don't know, somebody said it's stolen. It could be anything.
Yeah, thank you, Fernando.
Thank
Make sure
you.
you spread the word, man. We're trying to get better. We're trying
Thank
to
you.
provide what's needed or what can help people out.
I want to go on Facebook Marketplace and
You
look.
say you can share over here though.
We ain't done yet. We still learning this new system, so we'll be able to share some stuff on the screen soon, but we not there yet.
I'll answer this question when you
Okay.
go back. How long do you stay in the Airbnb? You got there about how much did it cost? So when we first got here, we stayed in our first Airbnb for a month, because like, if you reserve the Airbnb for a month, the price is cheaper. And for our first Airbnb, it was a 4-bedroom, like three bath, pretty nice size house, pretty nice location. We ended up paying. One thing that we were able to do, I don't know how you is negotiate the price outside of Airbnb, but we ended up paying what, like 12 a month
What's that?
or 9 for the first Airbnb.
20,000 pesos.
We ended up paying 20,000 pesos,
which is 1,000.
which is 1,000.
But that was with everything included.
So that included, it had
Everything.
a pool, it had a housekeeper that came 3 times a week.
That was electricity, included, gas,
booming
water.
internet. Like literally, it was we got there and everything was already there. We didn't have to think about anything. We didn't have to think about gas or electricity.
It was 3 bedrooms technically, but it had an extra like a game room / lounge room with like a couch with a TV and a system in there. So
it's 3 including the one downstairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And like 4 bathrooms. So it was a really nice house.
It was real nice. But we stayed there for a month, and then we ended up going to a hotel for a little bit, and then bouncing around after that.
So right now, can y'all see this? Probably not.
Yeah,
there we go. So right now, look at this house right here. I'm supposed to be looking at cars. I done found the whole house. But this house is in Concal, which is outside the Periférico. If you're not here, so the Periférico is like what we consider like the stable area where you're gonna get food deliveries most likely, like good internet, close to most things, good Ubers or reliable Ubers most likely. But if you go outside the Periférico, that's when you don't know how the internet's gonna be, you don't know how your signal's gonna be, you don't know if you're gonna get an Uber. But this one is outside the Periférico, but it's 14,500 pesos a month, and that's like $750 a month, and it's furnished. It's 3 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. It has a pool, and it says laundry is available. And it's nice.
That's a nice house.
The kitchen is huge.
Is there a way for us to share the title? That's a lot. I can type it out.
It is. But this is just something I saw here on Facebook Marketplace when I was looking for the car. But just to let you know that there are houses on Facebook Marketplace, and I mean for $700 a month for a three-bedroom, four-bathroom house with a pool, laundry, like it's nice. Oh, and it's in a provider, so you have security at the front 24/7. Thank you. I've been saving the marketplace everywhere. Yeah, it's like for real. Facebook Marketplace is legit. But anyway, so with the cars, basically you can find anything you want. So we decided to go pretty much low key. We don't have like a fancy car. We have fancy cars, been there, done that, but in Mexico, we just wanted to be low key. And what really like sealed the deal for us is like we rented a van, y'all. It was just a van going to Playa del Carmen. And we got targeted and they tried to extort us for money. And I was like, look, I don't need nothing flashy to like attract people to us because I don't have time for that. Now, granted, they weren't getting our coins. Like we was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. We do know that it happens to a lot of people and they do get got.
Yeah, if you had just got here and if you didn't know better, like you would have really thought they were telling the truth. They were like, man, you're gonna be here for 6 hours on the side of the road waiting for our supervisor. If you pay us this amount of money, we can let you go right now.
Go for 3,000 pesos.
So if you don't know the game, you probably be like, let me go ahead and pay it so I can just go ahead and.
So I start recording them, which I don't know, y'all don't follow my instructions. I don't know. I just be doing stuff. I don't know how that's gonna end out for you, but for me, I started recording them and I just started telling the kids like they want pesos. We don't have no pesos. Like we don't send pesos, no pesos. Like just saying it over and over. And Terrell was out there talking to them, telling them like, show me what we did wrong type thing. But me, I'm like, we don't have nothing.
They did it. It was a nice shakedown. They were real polite, but they were trying it.
They weren't polite. Terrell got out the car and intimidated them because he's so tall and big. So I think it was an intimidation. They were kind of afraid to like follow through with what they started. And I kept saying, well, no pesos, like over and over. But anyway, so that's why we decided not to get like a luxury car, anything that's like flashy. And I know some people do have luxury cars here and
what's going on?
That's fine too. Hey, that's fine too. I'm not saying nothing is wrong with that.
And to be honest, you're not going to stand out. Like, there's a lot of nice cars here. So.
There's a lot of people here driving. Well, not a lot, but I've seen a lot of Range Rovers. I've seen a G-Wagon, Tesla. So they have things here. It wasn't in Merida that I was concerned. It was more so like if we travel and go to like another state. Merida, I ain't worrying about that. It's just going other places. But anyway, so we chose a Nissan Versa. Thank you. These are money carry, one of my business bestie earrings. But we chose a Nissan Versa, something small, practical. We literally blend in. Every time we go to the store, I'm like, is that our car? Is that our car? So we super blending in, and it costs about, how many pesos we pay?
We paid, man, it's hard doing all these conversions, man.
I know, right? So let's just say we paid like almost 8,000 USD. So that's about, no, not even 8,000. Less than that.
It's like low set. It was like 72.
Yeah, something like that. So let's just say we pay like, I feel like I'm saying the numbers wrong. Y'all, hold on. Let me pull out my calculator. So they have a lot of electric stations where you are located. There's a Tesla dealership.
Oh, yes, a Tesla
by the
dealership
house
down the road.
At a Walmart, like 10 minutes from here, they have charging stations, but I also don't really be looking for them. But I did notice those two places.
They're around. I think somebody said, while you looking it up, like, how was it driving to Mexico? It's pretty well. Of course, if you go to Mexico City, it's probably going to be like New York and Dallas. But here,
New York.
Yeah, but here, it's in Merida, it's not too bad. The only thing that I had to get used to was, in some places, a lack of lines. And the biggest thing are the traffic circles. Like at first, I was riding around trying to avoid having to navigate the traffic circles, but now it's like second nature.
I was so wrong. I was so wrong, y'all. Okay.
But it's not bad driving here.
So yeah, that makes sense. So we paid about 160,000 pesos for our car, which is close to like 8,000 USD. Probably less at the time. Again, the exchange rate, it varies, but right now it's not doing that good. But about 160,000 pesos is what we pay for the car. And if you buy a car, really, if you buy a car, period, you have to pay in cash or in pesos.
Mhm.
Efectivo. So it's not bad at all. Like our car, which was mandatory for me, especially here, had to have a backup camera. Terrell don't really need it. I need it. So we have a backup camera, touch screen, leather seats, which you don't really need in Mexico, but it came with the thing. So I mean,
and mileage wise, it only had
like
50, 55, 60,000 miles. I don't know. We got it.
Yeah, less than that actually, because you think about
I'm thinking about
kilometers.
And K, I just say K.
Yeah, it's too much conversion going on up in here. But anyway, so basically, you have to have the cash money if you want to buy a car. Or you can rent a car. And we used to rent a car. I'm gonna answer your question in a second. But if you want to rent a car, we used to pay, which everything is going up. But when we did rent a car, like almost a year ago, we paid about $17 to $20 per day, including coverage. So that wasn't bad at all. These were like small, compact cars, not big cars. When we rented a full size car, it was about almost $30 a day or $30 a day. And it was worth it. It was nice and comfortable. So, but again, that includes the coverage. Some places you go to, it won't include coverage, so they give you this really nice rate, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you have to have coverage on a car in Mexico if you rent." I don't know if it's because we foreigners or just period, but you have to have coverage. So that is a question to make sure you ask when you rent a car, especially from dealerships,
and especially if you like up towards Cancun. Places like that, like a real heavy tourist place.
Yeah.
The price to rent the car is gonna be real nice, but then the insurance is gonna cost more than what it is to rent the car.
It's like $400.
Like, wait a
minute. By the way, we need $1,000 deposit or something insane. So just ask all the questions before you pay your money on the rental car. Not saying in Merida, just like in general in Mexico. The kids are good. They are in the room watching TV.
They'll probably come down soon.
No, they in the room watching TV. How are the gas prices? So gas always been high here. So when the gas went up, everywhere else, so we already was paying like $4 a gallon.
But to give you an idea, to fill up the Versa, and it's like mid-size car compact. I don't know.
What'd you call it, now?
But we pay like 800 pesos.
So like 40 USD.
So like 40 USD to fill it up.
So I don't think when we first got here, when we first got the car, I thought that was insane. I'm like, $40? Like, we filling up luxury cars for like $50, $60. But again, gas was already $4 a gallon plus here, which I didn't know because you go to the pump and it's charged by liter and it's like $1, like 21, 22 pesos per liter. In my head, I'm like, oh, that's nothing. But yeah, like $4 a gallon. Do you see any Australia level bugs? What's an Australia level bug? What that things look like?
Like a big bug, I guess.
Yeah, but they dead by the time we see them. Like water bugs, is a big thing.
As long as
ants.
As long as you get your house, as long as you get it sprayed, fumigated. The same thing that they say in Florida. If you try to rent somewhere and you see bugs, they'll try to run game and say, this is Florida.
Like they had a house.
Nah. This is Florida, so you can expect it. But
it's here.
If you get your house fumigated, it's gonna take care of most of it.
Yeah, they here though. Don't get me wrong. I think Florida did prepare us because when we first moved to Florida, oh my bad, I'm fanning something. But when we first moved to Florida, Them things caught me by surprise. I was definitely like, these lizards, bugs, whatever can have this house. I was ready to go before we even unpacked. But coming here, we already knew what to do. When we first moved in, we actually had ants like really bad. And everybody kept saying, you can't get rid of ants. You can't get rid of ants. You gotta live with them. I'm like, bet that sounds like a challenge to me. So we don't have no ants. Every now and again we might see one, but most of the time if we see them, they're dead. I don't know what this time of the year brought out, but
Oh,
the
whenever
big ants
whenever it
out now.
rains, yeah.
The big ants.
But they only come out for about a little bit after it rains. They come out for a
Yeah.
little bit, and then they go away. But that's another price too for us to fumigate.
Oh
The
yeah.
house we paid, we'll just say an average of like $50 every 3 months to keep them Australian size level bugs
Yeah.
away.
But again, it doesn't cost that much for every house. Like I think smaller houses, I've seen people say they pay like 700 pesos, which is like $35, but we pay like 50 because we be getting everything sprayed inside, outside, by the pool, in the front, for anything they can spray. The trees, they spray everything. Fumigate before you even move your stuff in.
Yeah.
Fumigate. So stay in your hotel. My advice: stay in your hotel a couple of extra days. Get your keys. Fumigate. Do the little 24-hour period. Have a housekeeper to come in and clean your house before you move in, because here is not like in the U.S. where they deliver you this nice, clean, tidy house. That is like whoever moved out or whoever was in there.
You might still have a cheese sandwich on the counter.
Yeah, like for real, it's
average
like
spot.
you just move in how it is. So I would plan to, like, even when you get your keys, don't plan to move in super fast. Like take your time, fumigate, and get the house like clean by a professional, unless you want to do it. We did that the first house. Never again. Never. Somebody else can do that, because we was sweeping cobwebs and just crazy stuff. And that's a good thing too. How much does a housekeeper cost? So they mostly, from what I've been told and like what we know, it's like, yeah, approximately 100 pesos per bedroom is like how a lot of people charge. I've seen some other prices recently, but normally it's like 100 pesos per bedroom. So 4-bedroom house, 400 pesos every cleaning, and most people do cleaning like once a week. We've done it twice a week. We've also done it 3 times a week. So it just depends on what you need. But so like $15-$20 every day, and that's like the whole house clean, top to bottom, dishes washed. You know, whatever you work out with your housekeeper.
What's that?
Yes, personally, a big person who is motivated by healing. Yeah, I would say so. I don't know about strengthen being a word, but for me, I would say, this is just me, not speaking for both of us or the whole family. Just me personally, I feel like yes, because it really allowed me like the time to truly like disconnect, kind of do my own thing. Kind of, I mean, that's what I've been enjoying about this. Reconnect. I love, like immersing. That's the word I'm looking for.
You gotta
In like other cultures. So yeah, but so I love like immersing in other cultures. So to me, just the whole journey of doing something new, of meeting new people, is just like what I thrive on, and I really love it. And I also get that like a long time.
And for me, I think so. And there's so many ways to kind of take care of yourself holistically over here to help in the process of strengthening whatever you're trying to accomplish. Whenever I first came here, like I had a few injuries or whatever from the past. I ended up going to the chiropractor, and that was something really that enhanced. Like,
for how many visits did you get for what price? Since we talking about money, you had whatever visits for like I know 10, it was 2,000 pesos.
So I got like 10 visits for like $200. $100. Oh yeah, $100. Sorry.
So 2,000 pesos for like 10, 12 visits with a chiropractor. Y'all, I can't talk tonight. With a
No, right?
chiropractor. So like
I can't convert.
I know we like too many numbers, too many this, but no, but for real, like that's dope. And oh yeah, for me, massages, keeping my nails done, keeping my toes done. It's all affordable. Like if I like right now, I just had you can't see them, but I just been getting gel polish on my nails. Excuse me, and it's about $10, $11 for me to get like my nails done and get gel polish on my nails. When I used to get the acrylic nails with design, I was still only paying like $17 to $20. And like my toes, a pedicure with gel polish and whatever else I want, like $15, $17. Like that is like completely different. Like in the US, it was like over $100, like to get my nails done and my toes done, like way over $100. So, and what else? And massages for like an hour massage is about like $30.
30.
Yeah, depending on where you go. I was talking about this last live, and one place I went, it was like $20. I was really shocked, but things like that afford you like the chance to just be and relax and like really like go within.
And Gigi brought up the doctor. Like most recently, we've been to the doctor a few times since we've been here for various reasons. But Danique was sick like at 10 o'clock at night. We were able to get on a call a number.
WhatsApp. He was
on WhatsApp.
He did it for me.
And he came here, saw her, wrote a prescription.
Gave me an IV because I was dehydrated. My blood pressure was low.
So did he take blood too?
No, he didn't take blood, but he gave me medicine. I got a shot. I got an IV, and all of that together was about. How much did that cost? Like,
I don't know.
Like, it wasn't cheap, y'all. Though I will say that it was more than I thought it was gonna be.
Cheap is all relative. We'll just tell you the price and you determine if it's cheap.
That's true too. It was more than I expected based on what we previously paid. But I'm gonna say it was like 100 USD. Granted,
he upsell on the IV.
The IV
I could have gave him some Gatorade.
It's really what did it because before the IV, y'all, the visit was like. Like what 800 pesos, but after the IV, like this man was like, "Oh yeah,"
he
was like, "That'll be like $40." It was something, but anyways, either way,
it's a lot of Gatorade.
You just a little country, it's okay. So yeah, like, but overall, that experience was amazing because I was like, I need to go to the ER. Like, I was really sick, and having somebody come there and just, I could stay in the bed. I was just in my own comfort zone. I didn't have to move anywhere.
We didn't have to wake the kids up and take them to the hospital.
To me, that's priceless. So let me retract that statement. I ain't gonna say it was expensive or it wasn't cheap. It wasn't expensive. I take that back. Okay, let me see. I feel like we missed some questions. I've had to put Dr. Vigil away because of cost. That's awesome.
That's why I started talking about this.
Yeah. And the doctors here are really good because if they have medication, he upsold us on the medication too. So if they come out at nighttime, granted it was like midnight. He was charging us for everything. He was like, "Oh, the medicine gonna be this gonna be this, whatever." It was cool. He was nice, whatever. But when you go to the normal doctors and normal visit hours, you don't have to worry about that. And if they have medication, they'll give it to you. Like if you need a shot, they'll give you the shot. Like it's not extra, and you're gonna pay like $30 or $40 for the visit and still walk away with that or get whatever you need. So I think that's like dope. That's the best experience ever. And walk away with a number. You can text them if you need something else.
So how much did we get paid to get our teeth cleaned the last time we went?
Oh, it was
like 900 pesos.
No, it was less than that. It was like $20, $25 each. because I think together it was
So for
like
both of us, it was like
$50. Like, no, like,
and the dentist, she spoke
some
English. So
let me go in order. We're going to for him. They charging $45 over. That was easy, just for the nails. Yes, I love the price. What house visits? Yes. Sorry y'all, I wasn't caught up on the questions.
Okay, they were just commenting on that.
Late night kids. How much does a regular dentist visit cost? Braces out there because oh yeah, and braces here are like $600 for the whole treatment.
For the whole process?
Yeah, so I plan on getting me some braces. $25 without insurance, nothing.
You can keep the braces.
Nothing. You like when we moved here, we canceled our dental insurance, vision insurance. The only thing we kept was health insurance because I think if we need it, I want to make sure we have like the option of maybe having our health insurance to pay for something here, like emergency or surgery or something big, because that's another thing to think about. If I'm talking so much, but it's another thing to think. Terrell about to go to sleep over here.
No, go ahead and talk.
It's another thing to think about. Is y'all heard that?
That's a ghost.
Is that if you have to go to the ER or something like that, then before they work on you, before you leave, they're going to want their money. They're going to want their money. So that's something to consider. Like if you really, really like if something happens, you in an emergency situation, they're gonna want their money.
I'm up. It was a joke. I'm up. I'm with y'all.
So that's just something to consider. And I just wanted to make sure if we ever got in a situation where we do have to pay like thousands of dollars for like something, God forbid, like something happens, then we're covered, or there's a chance like we might get some help out there. So we kept our health insurance, but everything else canceled because it just didn't make sense.
But again, it's on you to do the research to find out what works best for you and what's going to fit your situation.
Yeah.
What was next? We
internet.
Talked about the car and now the internet.
The internet. You used to pay that bill.
So with the internet.
Oh, even now.
Of course, with Airbnb, even when we stay at now, we just pay them. Like we didn't put it in our name. But the one time that we did end up paying for the internet was whenever we got the apartment, the stash spot. And for the internet, we use Izzy. Izzy allows you to get internet without being a citizen. Or it was a real easy process.
Mm-hmm.
Like I definitely don't speak Spanish well. I didn't speak Spanish well at all.
What's the other one where you need to be like either a resident or have really be a resident to get it? Total Play is Izzy. No. Okay, but it's another insurance company out here. I can't think of the name of it, but you have to be a resident, or you did when we looked into it, in order to get it. Were there any everyday errands that were a learning curve for you?
That's a good question.
That's a really good question. Everyday errands.
You just woke me up, Gigi. That's a good question. One thing, it's not an everyday errand, but the pharmacy, like knowing how to use the medicine here, because it's not a lot of it. You have to like figure out the dosage yourself.
Yeah, so
that's one big thing.
And to talk about that, so if you get a medication that's a liquid, that's supposed to be a liquid, it's not already like reconstituted. You have to do it yourself. You have to read the instructions, Google Translate, on the side to figure out the dosage or how much water you need to add, and then you have to mix it up yourself. So that was a huge learning curve, because the first time I got the medication, like my Spanish wasn't that good. So I was like, and I was already overwhelmed because Naj was sick, and I was like, oh my God, they just gave me all this powder. What am I supposed to do with this powder? So that's definitely one thing What else?
I'm trying to think about something that
I got braces 2 weeks ago and they cost $6,000. Where you go? Where'd you go?
and you got the
That was
payment plan too.
Dana
Oh, for
for
maintenance.
maintenance. Oh, so is it around like $600 with the maintenance too? Look, they got. I'm interested now.
I don't want
6,000 pesos for braces. Like that's
want the
really good.
braces.
Or maybe that's how much it costs, and I said $600 anyway. But yeah. Let me think. What's something else?
It wasn't hard paying the electric bill because literally you could take it to the OXXO. I don't.
Well, what's the one thing you knew you can't pay it with what? Your U.S. debit card.
That's one thing I try to pay it with my U.S. debit card and it wouldn't accept it. We went to like 3 different OXXOs and we finally figured out that we had to pay with them pesos. But that was pretty simple to be paying the electric bill. They just scanned it at the OXXO and that was it.
Yeah, but that was like we were like, "What you mean it's not working?" Like they kept getting the error code, and they didn't know either because they probably not used to people coming in there with U.S. debit cards trying to pay a bill.
They were just as confused.
So I think that's the thing. Other than that, honestly,
really anything I think that I can think of.
I think one thing I always have to make sure I have is change. Like whenever you're going somewhere, if you're going to the store, somebody's gonna help you back out. They're gonna want to change. Or if you're at the grocery store, the people bagging your groceries, you give them a tip. So always making sure you have change because I need change a lot here. But other than that, off the top of my head, I can't think of anything that I really had to adjust to.
Yeah.
I mean, other than like someplace you don't go there and won't speak English.
That's the hard. I think that's the hardest adjustment is the little things you can convey in English that you can't really convey in Spanish. So I think that's like just trying to overcome the language barrier and communicate effectively. That's the biggest thing.
Where you go, Dink Angel? What?
That's Dana, right?
Okay. I saw Dana. I was like, is this spam? But yeah, but Dana, so 6,000 for the braces, but I'm saying like including the.
You want to come on, Dana? Can we bring people on to this thing?
We ain't there yet.
Okay.
But including the maintenance, does it equal to about 600 or no? How much is it like with the monthly maintenance? But that's a good price. I can't wait to get braces. I gotta get some dental work done first. Okay. Did you go to Dr. Pepe for dental work before you got your braces or you didn't need anything? What are you doing?
Oh, you have to put it in the link. And they can call in. Let's try it.
So if this live go out, it's Terrell's fault. He over here trying stuff.
All right, let's see.
Terrell, so if you click on the link, apparently y'all can join us on the live. If anybody wants to join us on the live,
yeah, then everybody got questions about the braces.
He does everything, or she or he does everything. Okay, well I'm gonna look up Dr. Pepe because I need to go ahead. I just need a day, go in, fix whatever needs to be fixed, and then next time I see them, I want to be ready for some braces.
I'm trying to get a grid.
Oh God, let's see what else. Supposed to tip our buddy that was helping for no reason to pay.
What happened?
That's funny. Yeah, but only like 5 pesos. Only like 5 pesos. But let me tell y'all, something I've noticed lately is that some of the people will watch you put all your groceries in the car and then wait until you get in the car and then come back you out for a tip. Now them, I don't tip because I'm like, you need to at least offer me.
The link didn't work. We gonna figure this out. Hold up. I got it while you talk. Go ahead.
But so I'm like, you need to at least offer to help me for me to tip you. Hey y'all, stop running. Stop running. Go back in the room. Okay, give us 1 second. Give us 1 second.
I'm thinking. All right.
What if you do this? What's this?
It's like they still got to be able to call in.
Okay. Okay, we'll figure that out before next time. We'll like get somebody to come in. But 500 of bills I've heard. Most don't want to break those. Oh yeah. So if you go to if you go into like the I was finishing about the backing up. I think I finished that. But if you go to like the small Mercados and not Mercados, but like fruterias or like local places, it's not that they don't want to break the 500 peso. It's just look.
I know I let it.
She did it.
Oh.
Hey.
Dana, you slipping.
How are you?
How are you? How y'all doing?
Good. I know it's gonna crop us. You want to come in close to school? So yeah, let me finish answering this question right quick. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's not that they don't want to. It's just that they don't have like the change because a lot of people that come in don't come in with like the 500 bills. That's really not common for locals to be spending like a 500 bill. Imagine like a local, their rent might be like 3,000 pesos a month. That's $150 they pay to live somewhere. They're definitely not bringing out like a 500 bill like most places. But that is something to know to make sure that you keep change. And if you get a 500 from the ATM, you can always like go in a bank and get change, or a big store and get change. But so how you doing? Do you have any questions for us? Did you mute?
No, I didn't mute.
I muted. I did, but I'm trying to remember. What was it? Oh, I remember. My question was, would you recommend us using like our debit card from the States or use the ATM to like get our money's worth and like where we won't be charged as much?
So you want to answer? You want me to answer?
Using the ATM or using what?
I answer. So it is to have pesos. Because if number one, you don't want to get scammed, you don't want your card to get hacked or whatever, fraudulent charges, especially while you're out the country, because then you can't even use that card again. And if you have USD, they always gonna make up this crazy exchange rate. Like let's just say 700 pesos is about 35 USD. They're gonna say, oh, it's 700 pesos or 50 USD. So they'll make up like this crazy exchange rate. So it's always best to have pesos. And we just like to have pesos anyway, just to prevent, our cards from getting, or our information from getting stolen. Because if we out of a card, that means like we can't operate until we get another one, however long that takes from the US here.
Okay. So like if we're over and we're visiting, we just have to find like, is there a specific ATM to find and get the pesos, or?
We like using this one. I'm about to put it in the check now.
Or you couldn't check. Okay.
Because of the fees.
Yeah.
So I think it costs like, in order to get up to
20,000 pesos.
It's like a $2 fee, like 42 pesos.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's like nothing.
I have to look. I don't know how to work this to try to see where you. Oh, I see it right there. Okay, that's the name of the ATM.
Mm-hmm.
The bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or that's
the bank. Okay.
The Banorte. And sometimes when you go in a grocery store, they might have a Banorte ATM.
Okay. Yeah, because I ordered my pesos from the bank. I'm still waiting on it. They said it takes 2 days, but it's been past 2 days. So They charge a lot. They charge a lot. The bank.
Before you did that, I definitely would have told you just go to the ATM because it's better.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's cheaper. The bank should be giving you a good rate, but I know for sure it's easy.
And whenever you go to the ask, do you want to use you accept or decline our conversion rate?
Always decline. Don't accept it, because that's another thing. Like, you don't know what they're gonna charge you, and they're gonna charge you a conversion rate, and then do the bank still charge you one on top of that? I don't know, but their conversion rate is like insane most of the times.
I missed what you said. It went out the first time. What were you saying again?
Conversion rate at the ATM, like if they ask you, do you want to use their conversion rate to do your money, always press no, because they
okay.
Like the conversion rate is usually not that good.
Okay. Oh boy, I gotta take notes. Okay.
Fargo would do it for free $99.
Oh yeah, we actually didn't we go there and where were we at? We were flying back.
Oh really? And I have Wells Fargo.
Oh man,
well, next time
you didn't have to pay for the other pesos, right? You don't have to pay until you get there or convert until the pesos get there, right?
Well, I had to pay a fee. Yeah, to my other bank. I had to pay a fee, and then I asked them to exchange it back to the US dollars. They will buy it back for me, but they still charge. I'm like, what kind of deal is this? This is not a deal. So, and I wanted to get more, but the fee would have been higher. So I was just like, okay, just give me this amount, forget it. Yeah, so
ATM. And just find
I'm gonna look into the Wells Fargo thing. I'm gonna ask them, matter of fact, and see and check on that and see if it's free for real.
Okay, if you find a Chedraui in like Cancun, because you're going to Cancun, right?
No, Playa del Carmen.
Same. If you go to Chedraui in like Cancun or Playa del Carmen, that's a place you can go that the ATMs normally have like a good ATM fee.
Okay. Let's look into it. All right, I'm gonna let somebody else get on. I'll be in the back.
Bye. Talking to you.
Bye.
Okay, let me make sure I don't miss nothing. I don't want to stress. Do you think 5? Yes. Oh wait, how big? Gigi, how big of a rental? Like how many rooms, bedrooms? I'm saying yeah, you can definitely find that. Our first one was 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and it was like 800. But at the time, it was like 700 and something. So you definitely can. Let me see. And deliver to your home. Dang. We should, when we first moved there. If your girls, have seen your home before you leave, you can do it online. Okay, thank you for that plug.
That's good information right there. Right there.
Okay, let's see. We went real tangent. So we talked about the car.
The internet. Well, for the internet, we ended up paying like, what was it? 400 pesos.
So how much do we pay now?
Oh, now we pay like $750 a month, but it's a pretty big package. It's like 100, like the 100 I don't know, megabyte package, whatever.
So it's fast. It's fast. So that's not bad. But before we were paying like what, 500.
It was like before we were paying like with Izzy, we were paying like it was like $4 something a month.
Okay.
It's like $20 a month.
Yeah, so that's not bad at all for internet.
And now we pay like,
especially how much we used to pay for internet in the US, like $100.
Now we pay like $35. Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. Oh yes, you definitely can. 500-700, you straight. You can find a place, a nice place too, for that amount for a 1 bedroom or a 2 bedroom. Yeah. Let's see, car insurance. Let's see. Are you guys able to say more with your English lesson? Heck yes. Yes. Now, granted, let me tell you what's easy to do when you come. When you come to Mexico, it's really easy to say, like, oh, a massage. A massage is only 30 USD for an hour when you're used to it being like double the price. But then it makes you say, let me get like 2 or 3 a month.
Let me get 2 in a day.
You know what I'm saying? So you start doing, not everybody, let me talk about us. we will sometimes find ourselves slipping where we'll like spending extra money, and then it's like, look, in the US we barely even got massages, like, you know, special occasions or whatever, and now like we done put it in a part of the whole budget, like a routine budget. So that's something to be careful with. And food too, like really nice restaurants you can go and eat at. For a family of 5, we can go to a luxury restaurant, eat steak, whatever, for like $60 for everybody. And I'm talking about with like drinks, the kids drinking juices and different things. Uh amen. But so it's really easy to like see like, oh, it's so inexpensive. Let's repeat that. Let's repeat
Data
that.
says so true.
Like, let's repeat that. Let's repeat that. And then you find yourself like kind of like matching in certain things, like where you might have spent the same thing in the US. So it's really easy to like get in that cycle. But trust me, once you see your bank account, you're gonna be like, okay, let me really back in. But that's something easy to do. But overall, yeah. And it depends on your lifestyle too. Let's see. Car insurance. Okay, I'll go.
You got it. Go ahead.
But with the car insurance for the entire year.
Somebody come in and tell us how much you think we pay for car insurance.
Okay. Before I answer, I'll let y'all come in, and then I'll go to the next thing, furniture. So to get decent furniture, we can talk a bit. Well, I can't show y'all now because I'm living room junkie. But this set we got, this little faithful set, was only $200 for a 3-piece set. They came with pillows and like 8 pillows and everything. And we got stop looking like that. You threw me out.
I'm looking at $50 a month. I'm reacting to the comments.
What was I saying? Oh, and it was like $200 for the whole set. Now, mind you, this not like the fanciest set, but it does what it needs to do, because we went shopping for furniture, just a living room set, because our house was furnished. Other than the living room set, we didn't want theirs. And y'all, I'm talking about $3,000 for a really nice, comfortable couch set. $500 for a table. I can't think of what the centerpiece table called. Whatever, a coffee table. Like, I was like, what? Like, this is insane. So give me a hint. So just know that furniture, if you want quality furniture, it can get very expensive. Now, if you like us and you like, we probably not even gonna be sitting on it that much, then maybe you can go on Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace needs to sponsor us. And then and then you can get like a $200 couch and you'll be fine. Let's see. So for the whole year, our insurance.
This is car insurance.
Car insurance. And I mean like full coverage, great deductibles. If something happened to the car, they gonna pay for it, rental, everything. $400 for the whole year. $400 for the whole year. What does that equal to a month? Look at us. Thank you, Dana, for Dr. Pepe info. Let's see. I'm gonna just say PayPay just because. Okay, let me see. 400 divided by 12. That's $33 a month for car insurance.
Somebody, African community said $50 a month. So you were close. $33 a month
for car insurance. That's insane. Full coverage car insurance through a really good company. So this is what we do a lot of the time. So we have local friends and we have expats that tell us, different things, like recommend different service people, whatever. We always running by, a local friend, like, hey, this is the company, or this is how much it costs, or this is how much they want to charge us for this job. Is this a good price? Is this a good service? And they'll tell us yes or no. So the car insurance company we had, our friend was like, what? That's like one of the best ones. So for $33 a month. Versus in the US, like what, $600? I don't know how much car insurance was. Florida, like $400 a month. Like that's crazy. People keep telling me about Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is lit. At the time of your move, what was the minimum income you had to bring in as an expat? Oh.
Well, we giving you the numbers now so that you can kind of make the determination for yourself. Because if I go to the club, I may be able to go to the club for $10 and be straight, but somebody else, they go to the club, they might want to, it might be $500. They might buy a bottle, a section, or whatever. So we're trying to give you the numbers now so that you can kind of gauge based on what you plan on doing, how much, the minimum that you need to make in order to sustain whatever lifestyle you try to sustain.
Yeah. But I don't think we really focus on like a minimum amount per month. More so is we thought we were going to be here 6 months. So we were thinking about like a full 6 months. Like, what does this look like? How much do we want to pay for housing? How much money do we want to spend? Like we still.
Yeah, so we had a different mind. I guess we had a different.
We had a different mindset like when we first came. So it was more like a 6 month plan than a 1 month plan. And then we knew we also were still paying for our storage in Florida, which is like $200 and something a month. So just like different things factored in. If anybody live in Florida and y'all want to buy some really, really nice furniture, let us know. But let's see.
What activities?
You just doing with the kiddos. Ooh, everything. Jumping, parks. It's so many really, really nice parks, clean, well-kept parks. Like when you go to the park, you will see people out there like sweeping and cleaning, like at the parks at like random times of the day. Jumping places. What are the places called? Trampoline parks, movies, skating, not ice skating. He don't ice skate, but ice skating, bowling. We like driving around. We love trying new restaurants.
We were looking at a what is it called? Gymnastics camp that's coming up.
Yeah. It started on Saturday. I forgot about it. But
to give you an idea for
yeah, like the whole camp was. Let me see, because I sent it to you, right?
It was like 6 hours a day or something like that. I don't know. She's looking it up now.
I don't remember where I sent it to you.
You sent it to me.
So,
but
yeah, it was like a gymnastics camp, like 9 to 2 every day. And Terrell gonna look at how much it costs. Oh yeah, it was on Instagram. I couldn't remember what it was on. It was for a week. It was $50 USD, and that's from 9 to 1 o'clock every day for a week. Or either for like 2.5 weeks, it would have been $130. 9 to 1, taking your child to a gymnastics class at a really nice gymnastics studio. So there is so many things to do with your kids. A lot more, honestly. To think, well, not a lot more affordable things to do here than when we lived in Florida. Like we still did these things, but now we can do them way more. Okay, I wondered about furniture because furniture apartments cost more, but I wanted to know the value of mine. I'd rather furnish my home. That's an option too, because if you paying for a furnished home every month, you pretty much paying for that furniture every month because of the price difference in a furnished versus unfurnished. Versus if you just buy your own things, like you pay for it once and you done. So that's definitely an option, but just about finding comfortable things at a price that's not like extreme.
And it's about knowing your plan, like how long you plan on staying here, because if you only come in for a year, like is it worth that investment or the hassle to get rid of it?
Is it really worth it? Because you're not gonna get what you paid for it for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna
because people gonna be looking like, what you got? How much?
We're in Merida.
Yeah, make me want to get a car now. Go ahead. Wait. Let's see. It says post your stuff on OfferUp. How we gonna do that from here? I need an easy solution. I need somebody that's like, I need my whole house furnished because we got really nice furniture. But we're gonna figure something out. At the end of the day, we probably gonna end up doing something like that because we didn't pay for that stuff like 4 times now. OfferUp.
OfferUp.
Let's see. Do you Do you see a lot of teens? What's the age group you see? All age groups. Like we see all age groups. Literally, they have different activities and stuff for all age groups. Dana, when you gonna get the teens together again and do something more? Some I haven't seen anything for the teens in a while. I could just be out the loop, but all ages. I need to look over here. She stayed doing flips on my furniture. Yes, that would be really good. I meant to send you, or we were gonna send our daughter, but the date came fast. But she'll probably still get a weekend before they get done. Do things with your kids. Mm-hmm. It includes our teenager. He be right along with us. Let's hit a move to Merida. But driving a Tesla. Yes. Driving a Tesla from Houston, you'll be straight. I don't know if you have kids or not, but Monique, she owns or runs the like moms group. She drove her car here and she has a luxury car. So she drove her car here, no issues. And
her
somebody
daughter's like what? I don't want to say how old it is.
Oh, well, sorry. Let me not put other people information out there.
Age.
But she has a luxury car, and I'm saying what type or anything. So I don't want to put anybody information out there. Also, another couple we met, they drove like a Range Rover, I think, here. So you'll be okay.
They came from Atlanta.
Yeah, you just have to come with a plan. Let's see. We got a screen over here. That's what we're looking at. But let me see. Yes, it can be done off for ups. If you have pictures, just post it. If you have family who everywhere you, they can arrange it for you. We're gonna figure something out. I'm gonna look at OfferUp, but we have a lot of stuff in there too. So it's like some stuff we want to sell, some stuff we're gonna have to like actually go through. Actually planning something very soon for the teens. Okay, because Steph been asking. There's lots of months of teens, y'all. Yep. Mm-hmm. Any summers programs for 13-year-old? I haven't seen any, but I also haven't really looked at any, so that doesn't mean much. But I will look, and next time we go live next week, and if I find some, I'll tell you next week when we go live. Let's see. Do you know how long it took them to drive to Mexico? I don't know.
20 some hours.
I don't know, but I know that everybody that has posted that they did the drive said they made a lot of stops along the way. Like it wasn't just like driving through. And you don't drive at nighttime. Like that's like an absolute no. When you driving, don't drive at nighttime. So yeah. So you definitely it's gonna take longer because the nighttime driving is gone. My son plays soccer. Have you seen or heard of any? Mm-hmm. We know a few people who their children play sports and like organized sports, not just like going to the park, like organized sports. Kids speak Spanish. A little. Un poquito. No, seriously, they speak a little. Somebody actually complimented our 13-year-old today on his like understanding like Spanish. Ooh, that's a good question.
Which one you reading? We don't know. It's an open-ended stay, so we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
But we like it. We can stay for a long time.
Or try some other places. We'll see. But I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, good night. You all flew right. Yeah, we flew from Orlando to Cancun and then took the bus from Cancun to Merida. Honestly, it depends on how much stuff you have. This question right here. Flying to the airport and taking the bus to Merida or flying directly in. We did the Cancun route and it was fine for us. We had a lot of stuff though. We had a lot of stuff and it was still fine. I think it just depends on
where you're flying from.
Yeah, because sometimes the price, the difference in the tickets might be
drastic,
like $300 per person difference. So
that's time.
The times 5 for us is like no brainer. We get on the bus, but we like the bus. So I'll just still have you on one day. Okay, yes, we gonna figure that out. We be busy. We try to keep up with this, but for real, like don't count us out. Let's see. Hola, Adrian. Okay, what's this? I like pressing. Oh, hola. See, that's he from the air conditioning place.
Oh, that's Adrian.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Hola, Adrian. ¿Cómo está? Y'all see how I just read it like that? But no, let's see. Was the bus crowded?
Nah.
The seats are like, it's a charter bus, so you can lean back in the seats. It's TVs. The platinum bus have TVs on the back of everything, so it's like even if it's crowded, everybody has their own like nice like reclining seat, so it's not gonna be like this crowded. And there's a bathroom on the bus, 2 bathrooms on the Platino bus. Like it's really not on the Platino bus. You get snacks and water and different things.
Is it inconvenient not to have transportation? I think the biggest inconvenience is the Uber's canceling on you. So that's like the biggest inconvenience. But can you make it without a car? We did it for 6 months with children, so you could definitely do it.
I think if you coming up here and you most of the time you really don't have like a lot of plans or things that you have to be at, like unless it's like an appointment, then it's kind of flexible anyway. But yeah, them Ubers might leave you stranded. Not even just Uber. When you say Uber, we mean like Uber, InDrive, or Didi, all the rideshare apps. Like you might get stranded somewhere. Lucid Dreamer. No, I actually took a video of the whole row of formula that they have here, because I was gonna say I don't know if I can send it, but somebody needs some formula. But I have seen formula and baby food everywhere here still. What you laughing at?
No, she said she won't count us out.
Oh, okay. How much is it to ride the bus? From Cancun to, we just did it too. From Cancun
to Merida,
hold on.
For 5. Well, the adult tickets were what, 2, like. Ended up
Let me look at it.
pesos all together. Give us 1 minute. While she's looking it up, keep answering questions. So the type of AC they have here are the wall units. I would show you one, but I don't want to mess the setup. But they're like the ones that are on the wall, and they have like one in every room pretty much. So it's not like a central air type situation. It's like an AC on the wall in every room.
Oh, yeah,
That's like the norm.
I get the pay. They don't even show me the thing. But for all of us to go from Cancun to Merida, it was about $70 for 5 tickets, and the kids tickets, I can't remember. Let's just say I think it's like 25, and the kids are only like 10, and our youngest, he doesn't have to pay. So 5, what's the age? 5 and under, I think, don't have to pay for the bus. So it was like $70. So yeah, 25, 10 and 10. So yeah, so like 25 USD for a one way though, not round trip. Do they have the split system? Oh yeah, that's what it's called, right?
The AC?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You already answered it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we were down to
the current exchange rate at the ATMs. I don't even know.
Remember,
we don't do it.
Decline the exchange rates.
Yeah.
Let your bank take care of that.
I've seen like 17, but like before I press decline, but it's not that. It's not good. It's always gonna be lower than like what you see like at your bank.
I think the ACs are good enough for the Merida weather. Make sure that the rooms have ACs in each room. Because sometimes you can get a room that doesn't have an AC.
Or a kitchen. Make sure your kitchen has AC.
So if that's important to you, that's something that make sure that you look at whenever you.
The kitchen.
Oh yes, yeah.
Your kitchen need an AC. We rented an Airbnb one time. The kitchen didn't have AC, but we was like cooking this big dinner. Drenched. So that's really good to know. Make sure your kitchen has an AC.
Yeah, that was the price for a one way ticket.
Mm-hmm. Driving in Merida.
It's not bad. Like I said it earlier, but
Think about it. You didn't even want to drive here when we first got here. Don't talk about
the hardest, the most complicated thing about driving to me are the roundabouts. But after a while, you get used to it.
Let me tell y'all what's the real hardest part about driving. Ain't no lines on the road. Most places is no lines on the road.
Just follow the car in front of you.
You literally just follow the car in front of you. You don't know if it's a lane over here or a lane over here. And sometimes they have like double lanes. It's like they had an old lane, then they put a new line, and you trying to figure out which line to follow. So it's the lines in the road that for me.
It's the lines for me.
It's the lines for me. What else? Thank you. I love that. Oh, live a block. Okay. See the strain on the shells. Oh wow. That's like insane to me. But I'm gonna look into it to see if I can ship some stuff from here. I know like from the US to Mexico, they won't let you ship milk-based products unless you have like some type of certificate. They took a package of mine like that, but I'll see like what the rules are shipping back. I'm pretty sure it's like the same, but I'm gonna look. That way we can ask the question, and if I can help or we can help somebody, you know, we will. Like if we can ship it. I mean, you got to cover your own shipping costs. Shipping is expensive, but they don't think I'm on it. Man, I ain't even gonna say it. I don't think.
No, ain't country enough.
They know we're taller than most locals here, so I think you'll be fine.
You'll be straight.
We get by. Who does the most driving? I feel like I'm on a TikTok. He don't like me to drive. He don't like my driving, but I drive a lot too, but by myself when I'm going places and grocery shopping and stuff. But he drives the most. Thank God. In the apartments in our home, do they have ceiling fans? Yep, we've had ceiling fans everywhere we've been so far. I mean, they don't really work that well, in my opinion.
Yeah, a lot of people. One recommendation was don't use a ceiling fan because it takes the hot heat that rises to the ceiling and it just circulates the hot heat. So that was one tip that we saw in a group about like how to lower your electricity bill and keep the house cool.
Yeah. You can't cook. Oh yeah, if it's hot, listen. Make sure your kitchen have an AC. Oh my God, yep, I would let my husband drive on that though. I'm good.
I end up using them now.
Thank y'all for coming with the questions.
Oh yeah.
Y'all ain't country enough lines on the road. I let you listen. The roads I grew up on that didn't have lines on, I knew them roads like the back of my hand. You can drive them things fast here, and then you have people driving crazy. It had you like stressed out, and then don't see the blue lights too, because the police officers keep their lights on all the time. So you already trying to figure something out. Then you see blue lights, thinking you getting pulled over. Yeah, it's a lot. Let me see. So why aren't barely? You to tell us things we want to know. Most people don't think that as would definitely benefit from like the last video too. Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, that's stuff I wish I would have. I think I heard about it before I got here, but I didn't really pay attention until I was trying to find some shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real, for everywhere.
Yeah, we do homeschool our kids.
Mm-hmm. That's most of your households 12 and a half. Like what? I was so happy to hear that too. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, we dropping gems, you know. Have to start making their own milk for the babies. I was just seeing if I can find something on to share with these parents with them. It's crazy right now, but hopefully like the donor milk places start opening up and sharing like the donor milk with whoever needs it. I know like some people anyways, I ain't gonna say. But I know some people share, you know, like they have an oversupply, a surplus, and they share with people anyway. So I think, you know, that's what it's gonna go to. It's just really scary, like what people doing. I know sidebar, but it's really scary, like what people doing, like to make milk. But okay, let's see. Are you guys able to flush to a higher place and then it can vary? Oh yeah, we put that in the video.
Yeah. Some people say they do. We don't, just to play it safe because we don't want any trouble. But some people say that that they like the main one, like they
The
go
number
ahead and
two,
flush it.
the
Yeah,
number two, they
the
flush.
second option they flush.
Yeah.
So having that conversation with your with whoever owns the house or wherever you
Yeah.
live at.
Or the Airbnb host, whatever, like asking them that question. Because some places they say, yeah, you can, or like here they said a little, we can a little, but to me, I'm like, but I think they probably said a little because we have a water pressurizer.
Yeah.
So it probably flushes it down better. And the police are everywhere. Oh, I've been wanting to say this. Hopefully, you two don't like flag the video because I'm gonna say this word. But
Just say a different word. What's the word? Oh yeah, don't say that word. If you
are sensitive to weapons, maybe I say weapons. I don't even know if that's better, but if you sensitive to like weapons, or like if you have like some prior experience with like weapons, and you know you're triggered by weapons, then just know that when people go to get money out the ATM, they loaded, locked and loaded. When police officers are driving down the street on their trucks in the back, locked and loaded, it reminds you of like a war zone. Not in a bad way, because I mean they're friendly, they smile, they're not like mean or like intimidating, but just know like they locked and loaded. Like walking down the street, you might see a police officer locked and loaded. So just know that like if you do have that trigger, that there are a lot of weapons, you know, heavy weapons presence here in Merida, in all of Mexico that we've seen, honestly. Have either of you traveled internationally with your kids? Do you need any paperwork regarding traveling solo with them? No, we haven't been asked for anything other than the passport. Yeah. Literally, that's it.
If we answered your question.
Yeah, but since we've been here, I mean, we traveled here with them, we traveled to Costa Rica with them, and we just traveled to Guatemala with them. So nobody has asked anything. I think the biggest thing is if you have matching names, you're okay. If you don't have matching names in the passport, I think they look to see if you're the one that signed their passport. Like if there's like a, you know, shadow of a doubt in their mind, I think they do like verify that. But other than that, we haven't had any issues at all. Have you had any race issues? Nope, no race issues. Well, I had one, but it was from like a Canadian, or I don't know where he was from. But other than that, like as far as like locals or anywhere we travel in Mexico, we haven't experienced any racially targeted incidents. The opposite, actually. You're not allowed to carry if you're not a police. Oh yeah, don't do that. Yeah, no, you're not allowed to carry. I remember we used to live in Texas by the border, and if they always tell you like don't make the mistake, especially if you like carrying a weapon, don't make the mistake and actually take the road that leads to like, you know, like the border or the gate, and like if you get searched, like, you know. So yeah, no weapon.
Trouble.
Mace pepper spray. Did I look that up here? I don't think you can have that here. I can't remember. But I had it. If you flying, you can't fly with it anyway. Because I actually had some at the airport, and then I remember looking at the sign. I was like, oh shoot, because I used to keep it on my key ring, and so I had to throw it in the trash can. But you can't fly with it anywhere if you flying here, so you won't have it. And I don't know about that though. You guys are coming out. Melon emoji like peace. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. This has been
this is good. But next time we can have more people call in so that we can interact like that.
Oh,
We're gonna get better accustomed
to this system.
More comfortable with using this. And then, like I said, we're here to help you as much as we can.
Oh, we finished everything on our list too. So do y'all have any oh wait. Should I better make sure I take oh yeah, take it off your key ring because you definitely don't want to throw it away. But I had to jump in. We appreciate it. We definitely appreciate it.
We gotta come sit down with you, man.
Yes, we do. But all right, do y'all have any last questions before we hop off? It's been like 2 hours. Oh, somebody say you can't have the pepper spray.
All right, so next week, make sure you share. We're gonna probably keep doing it on Mondays.
Monday, Sunday. What do y'all think? Let us know. Even if the people that's here, let us know. But also, if you watch this video, play it back Monday or Sunday, and I'll wait until like what's today? Monday, Wednesday to share for the next date.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. So with that, make sure you share the channel. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed, and
put your face on and come live with us.
Yeah. And
thank you, Dana.
We look forward to chilling with y'all again next week. This is
this
is like a family thing, so yeah, just trying to help each other out. So just sharing information. We're gonna be doing it once a week and also putting out other videos.
All right. So yeah, thank y'all and thanks for watching. We really, really, really appreciate it. We just trying to, give it what we got because we took a long break off, but we hope they help somebody. Again, this is stuff that we really wish we would have known in the beginning because we went through, the trial and errors of a lot of things. And maybe one day we'll share some of our trial and errors. I think that'd be a good video.
Yeah.
Trial and errors that we had because we definitely lost some money. Our first experience losing money, I'm just say this, then we're gonna go.
Before we even got here.
Before we even moved here, we came here, we found this house and we was like, oh yeah, we want to move here. We want to have this house. So we put down a 10,000 peso deposit before we even we saw the house. Now it wasn't sight unseen. We saw the house, but we didn't really we looked at 3 other houses. And by the time we went back, we started thinking, do we really want to stay outside the Periférico? What do we think about the decor? We just started thinking about a whole bunch of different stuff. And we was like, do we want to pay that much? We want to travel. Lots of questions that we didn't ask initially. And we ended up losing out on 10,000 pesos. So we couldn't get it back. And granted, now that I know how it worked here, I think, the guy was kind of just saying something. But he was like, oh, we wouldn't have installed this grass for y'all. We would have gave y'all the money back. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. But now I know better. That was just saying something you ain't getting your money back. But so things like that we really learned the hard way because I want my 10,000 pesos back. But yeah, so we'll do a video like that.
And then
before you found this one. Okay, so we'll do that one. That might be the next video.
Yeah.
That might be the video next week. And we'll just make a list. We'll plan. We be halfway planning it out, but it works.
Freestyling.
We be freestyling. But okay. But for real, we will see y'all next week. Again, thank y'all so much for tuning in and rocking with us tonight.
All right, y'all. See you next week.
Oh, wait. Okay.
All right.
Bye, y'all.